with jazz hands. You're muted. Can no hear
I
you.
thought it unmuted me when I. Oh well,
No,
I
it automatically mutes you, but it
right.
does. Well, I don't know. Maybe since you manually did it, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
We'll have to test it out.
Yeah,
Good morning.
it's like I do it one time and it do it. Yeah. Um. Yes. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Aquatic Morning Show, where you come to be in the know here on the Aquatic Morning Show. Gotta say our theme every day.
Yeah. Oh, what the fish?
What the
They
fish and the coffee cup sponsor, Miss Dee Dee Spindin. Make sure YouTube hasn't unsubbed you. Just go check, make sure the subscribe button is hit for Miss Dee Dee Spindin right here.
That's like, do it now.
Right.
Hello, Shrimp. Papa Shrimp, did you see my video for the Wednesday live streams? I went crazy on the I Love Shrimp thing.
I like it. I like it.
But, after a while, at first I was like, the Aquatic Morning Show at 10. And now I'm like, oh, yeah. I can't shut up.
You're good
Once
at
you
it.
pull that string, it's over with.
That's right. That's right. You get used to it. You get used to it. Okay. We're gonna say good mornings, and then we got some stuff to talk about today.
Woo.
Eduardo, good morning. He says good morning, Jess and Chat. Hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll be lurking. All right. Bigfoot Fish Tanks. Dennis, good morning.
Yes.
Crypt Keeper Aquatics, good to see you.
Well,
Victoria Lee Creates. Lady, I need your email. Excuse me. I need your email address. Jennifer Weaver. Good morning, lady.
Jennifer.
And Lori, Bigfoot. I was going to say Bigfoot Fish Tanks. Monster Fish Gal. Oh my goodness. Need to go put my glasses on, huh? Motor City Aquatics. What's up?
Ryan.
How are you, Ryan? Good to see you. You don't get in here very often, working all the time. JC likes Pam. Well, good morning to you, JC. I'm glad you like Pam.
Get that girl.
That girl. That's right. Or maybe it's a cooking spray.
No, that could be. I like Pam too.
Maybe they named their fish Pam. Who knows? Let us know. Who is Pam? I'm being goofy.
We need to know.
That's
For the
right.
Aquatic Morning Show.
That's right. That's right. Debbie Holding, Brickley Bell,
Brooklyn.
Metro Man, 1180.
Good.
Let's see. Ooh, chat jump. Why did I do that? I hadn't done that in forever. Okay. Greg's playing the tanks.
Greg.
MFTAQ. Good morning, fishy folks. Working and listening. A yucky 82 with a high dew points already in northern Illinois.
That's John, My Fish Tanks Aquatics.
Oh, he just shortened it. Shortened it. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Okay. And then we've got a TGOE, Shelby K. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, Mike's got two. There's Mike's Aquatics and Things right there. Oh, Mike's Aquatics and Things, My Fish Tanks and Aquatics is different. Wow, those two names are very close. Shrimp, Papa Shrimp, join us.
Papa, Big Papa.
Come join us. Stephen P.
He's in a corporate meeting.
Yeah, he told me it has that kind of meeting on Thursday mornings. Go on. Go.
Oh, Pam is the first YouTube channel that JC subscribed to.
Okay.
Cool.
Dang. Somebody needs to do one, the Aquatic Morning Show. I love listening to Tams.
Tams is my fave.
That's right.
Well, I'll have to create this secondary account.
That's right. Vanoski Fish Kodo. Chewy. 3G.
3G.
I think I said good morning to Miss Debbie Holden. I think so. But good morning.
Yes,
I'm down at the bottom. Wait, there's Mach 83. No, 389.
389.
Yeah, I need to get my glasses.
You'd be like, what is this?
Yeah, it's getting blurry.
You know, when you squint your eyes and it doesn't help, that's when it's time to give it up.
Yeah. I know. Peplin. Good morning, Peplin.
Hi, Roxy.
Chewy. I think I said hi to Chewy too. I think I've said hi to everybody in chat now. If I missed you, I don't mean to. Please throw your name back. Type something again real fast, and I'll give you a shout out. To Cooley for Schooly. Good morning. That way, get everybody.
For Scooty.
We don't
Michelle. Howdy.
Michelle E. Good morning.
Yeah, 3G has a good one. 3J. 3J.
Yep. 3 guppies. Greg the guppy guy. Used to be. I liked it that way.
Now, who was Guppy Guy on Facebook?
I don't know.
They have the funniest jokes.
Really?
Yeah. Most of them's nasty.
Oh.
They are the funniest out there.
Guppy guy?
Guppy Guy, yeah.
Huh. He probably doesn't mean like the fish guppy then, does he?
I think so. Yeah, just
okay.
Because he's on my Findin page.
Okay.
But yeah, they're always, I mean, sometimes they're so bad I have to hide them, but they're funny.
Okay.
That's one of the things, you laugh at it and hide it.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I don't know him, but I'm friends with him.
Brooklyn wants to know, is there another type of guppy?
There's all kinds of guppies, and my guppies were supposed to come in yesterday because we had paid overnight shipping for them because they came from Indonesia, and I didn't want them to be 3 more days in the mail. So we had decided to go ahead and do them once they got here, do them overnight. Well, they didn't show up yesterday.
Oh. Now, when you sent me mine, how were they supposed to come?
I sent yours UPS 2-3 day.
Okay.
Anything I send you is always going to take 3 days. Always, if I send it on Monday, it's going to get to you on Thursday. Always. Unless we pay like $80 and then it'll get there in 1 to 2 days, but mostly that 2 days, and my fish can always make it that 3rd day. Most of the time, make it that day. So
I have never had any deaths out of your fish. Even after I get them, they don't die.
Right. I mean, there's been we've had some accidents happen. And
our water is very similar.
Yeah, not with the way that I ship, but just with the weather and the shipping being took longer than what it was supposed to. Yeah. So packs, run out, or vice versa, they got too hot. So we've had some oopsies, but it wasn't on my end so much.
That's like the one time I got some shrimp on order, and they stayed in the mail for 7 days. Of course, they came in dead, and it was winter time,
yeah,
7 days they got stuck.
Yeah,
somewhere up north.
Yeah, I sure hope they come today.
But the seller took care of me, and sent me more. But
see, yeah, that's what I'm worried about. If they don't, this guy's over there, and I'm sure that he would send me another trio, but I'm gonna have to pay all that shipping again, and I can't afford that right now. So you know.
Oh, we had Melvin come in, Welvenia, Fish Clan, and Miss Susan, SLC Aquatics. Good
Hey,
morning, Miss Susan.
good to
She's
see you.
wishing everyone a blessed day.
Yeah, good to see you. Miss Susan, how are your ponds doing? We need an update on them. Whenever you're off in the morning, then you can pop up here. I'll send you the link. Her ponds are so pretty, but she can keep them outside on a back patio underneath the awning.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty. I want to do that. But I don't sit on my back porch.
She said
All
her
my
ponds
stuff
are
is
doing
out there by
great.
the pond.
Now, we sit outside a lot.
Yeah.
Well, he does every day, whether it's cold, hot, whatever. He sits outside every day for a couple hours.
My mama and them will build a fire in the evening, even if it's 100 degrees. And she said it attracts the mosquitoes and the bugs. She said just like a light, even though it's hot, they still attract. Crypt Keeper, thank you very much for that super sticker. Thank you so much. This is what we're going to do for you. Right. We're awake bright and early this morning.
Oh, Alshon has come in.
Oh, Sean, good morning.
And Fish Dreams. And Anthony's Fishy Friends.
Anthony, wow, look at all you guys. Good to see everybody here this morning. Coffee on the deck, life don't get better. Hey.
That's right.
Yep. I did that for the morning check for the members only stream last week. And sitting out there was very peaceful until I fell through the chair. But, you know.
Well, I had to go get a third pond.
Yeah?
Kelly is sending me this aquatic plant that I guess it needs a lot of space.
Uh-huh.
And even though I have 200-gallon ponds, I have stuffed them full of stuff, so there isn't that much surface area left.
Oh, Crypt Keeper. You know, every time you do it, it doesn't matter if it's 99 cents or $500. Here you go. That was the best part. Things are booty shaking this morning, huh?
Yeah, I'll be over here.
The best part.
You got to get yourself going somehow.
Yeah, hey.
So Miss Susan's on the deck with her Tams mug. Having coffee.
Sweet. That's
That's the
right.
way to do it. I'm
I'm
drinking the Dr. Anthony today.
There we go. And I got Miss Dee Dee. I guess I'm gonna make a cup now and have to buy one.
Yeah, I need to just send you one.
The honorary.
I need to make myself a note. Yeah.
This one got water on it right there, and so you can't tell, but I can tell. Bothers me.
Since I'm going to be around a little while.
Wait, see. Want to get some shrimp in these new tanks. Hope they're ready. Oh, I hope they're ready too. Atomic Injections 47. Good morning.
Hey, Tom.
Are you marketing coffee or making coffee? I think it's supposed to be making coffee now, not marketing.
Oh, lady, you never got back with me last night.
Oh, it's large. It is.
So I went ahead and ordered it.
They
And
run
I ordered the medium just in case, so we will have to be finding somebody
for anybody.
the medium to give it to.
Well, it may be fine, but they run for anybody that's buying a flowy tank. from any on Teespring, they run about a size small. So I don't know if that's with all of the shirts. I just do know it's with the flowy tank. I think I had ordered. No, it's a medium. The one I have is a medium. If I ever had done another one, I was going to get a large, but I lost a lot of weight with my teeth too, so it may be perfect, Miss Dee Dee. So that.
Well, I ordered a large and a medium, so just let me know which one you
Okay.
think you want.
Okay. All right. Cool. I got my glasses on now. Well, I'll get mine when I go to break because I don't know exactly where I set them down at.
That's because you need 18 pair of glasses in a house.
I know. I got two, but I seem to have lost my pink pair, and then my silver pair aren't quite as strong as my pink ones. But I think they're on the table. But you need because I'll grab them and sometimes take them with me in my purse, or I'll go from this computer to the computer in the living room. It's just how heavy.
What did you order, Brooklyn?
Joseph Stanley, good morning.
Jojo.
Well, Brooklyn, if it's too big, you just put one of the sports bras underneath it, and then it looks great. I do that half the time anyway.
Is she smaller than you?
She is a little taller than me.
Taller?
And maybe, I don't know, maybe a hair thinner.
She's just taller too. So
yeah, right. So I'm about 120. I'm not sure what she is, but I'm about 120 nowadays. In high school, I was 100, 99, and 100.
At one time, I was 99. I was so sick.
That was two.
I could slip through jail bars. It was sad.
Yeah, right. I looked, anorexic, but there wasn't nothing I could do about it. My metabolism was just that. It was just that fast. Jess, did you pack a bowl? Oh, no, I didn't pack. I didn't do it last night. I got home with a headache, and I laid down, or I ate something, laid down for about an hour and a half. And then Joe got home, and we cooked supper, and I ate again. Then I started feeling better. So it was probably 9, 10 o'clock before I ever started feeling any better. Then I had to feed fish, and there were some water changes I had to do. I couldn't put them off another day. I'd already been doing that. So I've been up all night.
Oh, we're going to have a birthday boy tomorrow.
We are?
Yeah, Paul McCarthy has a birthday tomorrow.
Did you check fishfam.link?
I did not. I had it I saw him type it somewhere.
Okay.
And I had, started a list like February.
Yes.
And if I see something, I go ahead and add it to my list. But I did. Now, if you want your name, your birthday on, so everybody can see it, go to fishfam.link and let Matt know. He'll add it on there.
Yes.
And that's what I ordered yesterday was fishfam.link stuff. Because I'm a Patreon, and we got first dibs at the merchandise.
All right.
I was like, order happy. I was like, click, click, click. Boy, yesterday, Steven got talking about Aquatic Arts. I'm ordering from Aquatic Arts while we're streaming. Well, don't talk about, I'll go grab the other computer at a heartbeat. It's like, I got to stop.
I just wish there was something I could order some more L333 plecos. And that's probably what I should do because I only have the one now. So I probably should order it's a 3-pack, and it would take, pretty much the 100. I might could add a plant or whatever. But I'm procrastinating on it. There's something else that I want that is staying out of stock. so I'm just kind of procrastinating on it.
I don't remember if
I
I
need,
was able to order my coolie loaches or not. I can't remember. So many things I looked at was out of stock,
uh-huh.
and I can't remember if they had those or not. But I did get my Cleathon snails, I
Yeah,
hope.
the coolies were in stock. The coolies were. Um,
Craig, good morning.
okay.
And
Did any
Dabadoo is here. I need a dab.
I need a dab? And Joseph Stanley, he said he forgot to say hi, but he's been lurking.
He's always lurking.
I know. Needs to get
Oh, they
back.
had coolies, so apparently I got some too then. I did order 2 or 3 things. He's chilling on the floor.
Mm,
Yeah, I've got some coolies. I had one from Dan's Fish a long time ago, last year.
Craig
But
Broderick.
lately I'm only seeing 2 of them, so I don't know if there's still more in there or if that's the only 2 left or whatever.
They breed good.
I do not know.
Hmm,
I don't have a clue.
let me see about that.
Lord knows I couldn't tell you which ones are which.
And
Oh,
really want to get the red neon blue little little rainbow fish, the little one, the blue eye, the red neon blue,
oh, the Luminatus one.
the pseudomega, yeah, luminatus, yeah. And they had
It's what the fish, Craig.
do what?
Craig's asking what's on my shirt. It's what the fish.
Oh,
Stephen P's channel.
okay.
Ritesh, Ricky, howdy. Eduardo.
Hello, good morning.
Well, yesterday I made a decision to bust up some mating pairs of fishes.
Good. Oh, really?
Yeah, because these angels kept having eggs and then everybody would eat them, and it was sad watching it happen over and over and over. So I separated them. And I had 2 sets of breeding acaras. So I thought, well, I'll put the boys in one tank, put the girls in another tank. Well, the boys fought all afternoon and into the night, so I had to separate them 2.
Oh man.
So now I've got little acaras everywhere.
They still have a bunch left.
Well, I must have got me some because I want to say, did they come in a bunch of 9?
Yes, school of 9.
Okay, I think that's what I ordered for.
3, 6, 9, 12, and 24.
I think I got 9.
I wanted to see if it said anything about their breeding. If they breed, how well they
Got me
breed.
20 of those snails. James McCoy says Gracie needs her chicken. And we have a little Fishfam alert we need to put out. Mary Page, who did not ask herself, but it's been asked on her behalf, is having an issue and needs to move. And so we are trying to raise some funds to help her relocate her camper and get started anew close to her job. So if you can, there's the link to help her out. If you can. If you can't, that's fine too. If you can't and you got emails of people that you think can, send them an email. That'll work too.
Right.
Hey, Leanne. We all love Mary.
Yep.
There's just something about Mary.
There's something about Mary.
Annette, she's here.
Well, it doesn't say anything about how they breed. So, if there's I know somebody in chat knows how they do it. Literally.
Lena, I was going to say, I know somebody probably has an idea how they do it. I think I have dojos that try to breed, but I don't have a setup for them. But I think what I'm seeing is breeding behavior. But
I need to move my Pandagara because I know they do breed in there, but the the angels and my Achilles. It's in this tank, but my angels and my Achilles, I think they get either the eggs or the babies. And I tell you what, they take care of them snails. The Pandagar, which I didn't know they did that.
But the dojo loaches do too, because I don't have a snail in that tank.
I cleaned.
And if I do have one, I won't see two.
Right. I cleaned the tank last night, and there were all kind of snail shells on the bottom, and I was like, "What the heck?" And I was like, "Yep."
Because just so you know, Stephen and Kelly are so generous that when they send you plants, they go above and beyond, and they send you snails. Stephen will send you some duckweed. You don't have to ask even.
That's right.
It's just something he does it out of the kindness of his heart.
That's right.
Isn't that amazing?
Yep. Stephen, did you get my water? You should have got it yesterday, I think. No, day before yesterday. You should have got it on Tuesday.
He says snails are mandatory. And I don't mind snails. I don't.
That one's just Dee Dee's Thursday.
He did get it, Jess, yesterday.
Okay. All right, well, I'll quit looking then. Okay, good. I sent my water, my tap water, my salt water, and my mama's water. That's a well water.
Well, gosh, you could have sent him a urine sample, and he could let you know if you need to go to the doctor.
I know. You got it yesterday instead of the day before, huh? It said Tuesday, but apparently Mel is messed up again. Steven, I want those long fin chocolates. Yeah.
Fleckos?
Fleckos, yes. I can't buy anything right now, but I'm sure we could trade something. I'm good at trading.
Lord. My husband was telling me on the Steve Harvey morning show this morning, this lady had called in and said that her husband had every single woman's yard on his new landscape business. Somebody says, "Oh yeah, he's not just mowing lawns. They work it off trade. If he's not getting rich, they paying him. They're bartering and trading."
Oh man.
Greg is going to send Steven some urine. Done. What a mind freak of that package of the water. It was in a FedEx box taped with USPS tape, delivered by UPS. You get them all, girl.
It was, because at first I was going to send it USPS, but I didn't have time to go to UPS and USPS. So the one day I took it to UPS or USPS, they went ahead and taped it and then realized it was leaking. So I had to bring it back home, undo it. And then the next time I went up there, it was when I couldn't make both of them. So I just sent it from UPS. But it came in a FedEx box to me.
Eric, good morning.
So I guess they were confused, and that's why it was a day late.
Maybe like, where does she want it to go? Who does she want to say it came from? Excuse me.
No, don't say.
I had something profound to say, and I forgot it just that fast. Oh.
Some timers.
I coughed and forgot it.
Yep.
Oh, forget it.
So we talked about Miss Mary Page. Oh, Fishy Biz. Fishy Biz is buying tanks for raising money, or I didn't get to see all of it. I just heard that's what he was doing.
He's doing 10-gallon tanks for the kids, right?
I think so. And so I don't know if you send the money to him and he buys the tank, or you're supposed to sit and send it to him. I'm sure there's information on his site, on his YouTube page or Facebook page, on Fishy Biz's pages. of it on his community page, maybe. But he's also doing that. And then Aquafolk is also doing, or did he end his?
He was doing his single parent homes.
Well, he ended up going with a schoolgirl, a college girl, right?
Yeah, because he didn't get much of an interest.
Yeah.
In that.
Yeah. So those are just some things to think about that the Fishfam has going on. And if you'd like to donate, it's very much appreciated, but not mandatory. You're not going to be looked down upon if you don't.
Oh, I know what it was I was going to say. You know how you get your boxes in and then you have labels and stickers and dates and all that stuff punched. Somebody had said what they do, they bust their boxes, turn them inside out, and put them back together. And that's what I did with the box that I sent to Hippie John.
Okay.
I just turned it inside out, so it's just a brown box. It don't have it. I think it was an Aquarium Co-op or something box.
Okay.
So that's a way to do it and reuse it. I think it was actually Pevlin that said that.
Yeah. That's very, I end up, a lot of times, I'll end up cutting the boxes down to the size I want them to be. That way I'm not paying for extra. But yours, Miss Dee Dee, yours is a box within a box. Because when I got there, I had your picture that I sent to, and I didn't want to mail it two separate packages because that was going to cost a lot more. So I decided to, I didn't want to undo the box with the fish. So we decided just to put it in a box together, and he was supposed to put some bubble wrap in there and wrap it up for me. So you've got those two items, a box within a box.
Well, Stephen has sent me stuff, and it looks like they are reconstructing boxes and making them fit. I don't know how to do that, but that's a good. Somebody used to show us that one day.
I just take the box and I take the scissors to them, just cut them down.
Yeah,
Cut
I mean,
the corners of it.
would you cut the length and the width? How would you do that?
Then you gotta.
Yeah, you'd have to redo the bottom and everything.
Most of the time, I'm just cutting the top.
To shorten it.
Just shorting it. Yeah.
Good morning, Nano.
Yeah, just cut down the corners. Yeah, that's what I do. Just cut down the corners, and if I need to cut the top off some, but
well, you'll just have to do a video or show us one day. I'll be easily entertained. No doubt about it.
I've got so many videos to put out.
He cuts down the corners so the top flaps are bigger.
Yes.
Okay. And that's right, JoJo. Reduce, reuse, and recycle.
There you go.
I do everything I can to try to reuse something.
Yes.
And there's Kelly Foreman. Yes, she is.
503 Aquatics. Shanna.
What is Shanna?
Good morning. Must be having a good day. You get to listen this morning.
See, when you get Kelly's plants, you have to show proof of life.
Yeah.
Or she comes hunting for you.
Okay.
So.
Yes. We were talking about the pond last night.
Ooh, Stephen does have a video on how he cuts the box. It's called Choosing Fish from Michael's Fishfam video. Cool.
What'd I do, Kelly? What'd I do? I don't know. He has a video on. Okay. Shut up and now. Update.
Martesh said he might have to leave early today. He's got some friends from London coming in or something.
Oh, sweet. JS Vlog, welcome.
Brennan came in, Misfit Reptiles and Aquatics.
Brennan, are you working today, Brennan? Or are you off this morning? Shanna says, hiya, everyone.
Hiya, hiya.
I want to, she meant Shanna. That's okay. We get confused all the time. What?
I stayed up late last night watching Stephen P. Steamy McStreamy, even though I say it wrong in the video.
Right.
I didn't win anything though. Oh,
I want.
Shanna thinks she's quitting her job, so she's using up some accrued vacation time. Good for you. Well, I hate that you quit the job unless you've got another great one lined up.
Well, come on up. You want the link?
Come on down.
Come on down. You are the next. I want, for those that don't know, well, yes, of course.
She probably got to get her face all pretty. She's Miss Glamorous makeup artist now.
She did doing good.
Yeah.
Come on, you have to call me after the stream. Okay. You just went live for 15 minutes. I'll share the link when it processes. For the pond update, can I play it? I know, right, Joseph? Yeah. I think she just needs to go ahead and move down here. She can live with me for some time. And, you know, I even have some people down here I can introduce her to.
Okay. She said yes, but muted.
Okay. All right. I will do that. Sweet. But first, I want to show everybody who doesn't know about Fishfam.link. So I don't know if you don't know about Fishfam.link yet, but he has, or it has, I'm not sure exactly how to say it right now, but we need people to become Patreons. So I hadn't done that yet. I wanted to kind of walk through it. And for those that don't know how to do it or where to go, on becoming a Patreon for Fishfam.link. Miss Dee Dee, do you know everything that it helps and all the Patreon?
Well, first we got to point out that beautiful logo in front of you.
No kidding.
And guess who made that logo?
I know.
One and only. And it's pretty. I had to order me a sticker of that just for that. But the fishfam.link, you have all kinds of access to all the FishTube channels. If they want their channel, if they don't want it out there, they can ask not to be on there. He's even including people's birthdays. You can find their emails if they have supplied it for Matt to update. You can also find out wherever they have merch, like you might have Zazzle, Teespring, whatever. All your other social media platforms, if you have incorporated that, so people can find you on Instagram or whatever automatically. He has a news column. He does some event stuff. He puts news up there about fundraisers. There's also the live stream calendar that I use to make my vids. And, it's just really, I haven't even tapped into all of it yet.
Right, me either.
Because, he's way smarter than me.
Channels with stores.
He has a map, so you can also see where people are located. Like if you need to send fish or something and you just want to look, if they've added their thing up there, you can kind of see what part of the state or what part of the country somebody's in. And he's always adding something new. Like right now on the thing, it says it has the I Am a Snail happening in 17 days. And that's Annette's Mystery Snail big event that she's doing, that we've been all doing the I Am a Snail vids. So he has ways of, down at the very bottom.
Carolina Expo happening in 2 days. I love it when those things are on websites.
And he's opened up Patreon so we can help support this because it takes a lot of time. Because it's a never, I mean, you have to feed it constantly.
Right.
Because if you don't feed it for a week, it gets outdated. If you don't
Right.
feed it for 2 days, it gets outdated.
And
So,
it's very, it's very important. It has become part of my day, for stuff for for this show, like Miss Dee Dee said, we needed a place to be able to one location that we could go to that had this information. And this was stuff I've been needing for a long time. And we had tried it in the past, but things happen and whatever. But Matt has just nailed it with Fishfam.link.
Yeah, and like you was like, oh gosh, I got some time. Who's live? Just go to fishfam.link. There's a section for live, and once you click on that, it shows you who all's live at the time.
Right.
You don't even have to memorize people's times. Just click, 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 click. And I go into this several times a day. But he also gave us the Patreon option, and so now I feel like I have a vested interest into making it even better.
Yes, and
now there's merch. So we can support that way. And he did not mark up the stuff a lot. He's not trying to make bukus of money, just enough to cover the cost and maybe a little bit extra to boost the channel some. But it can grow and grow and grow.
That's right. And if you're not sure who is behind Fishfam.link, Liquid Zoo is who we are talking about. We call him Matt, but it's Liquid Zoo. That is his YouTube channel. So make sure that you're also subscribed to him. Let's give him some support for doing what he does for us. But I wanted to show you guys, because I haven't done it yet, the Patreon, becoming a Patreon. And since I use it so much, I feel obligated.
Well, I better pay because I use it every day.
That's right. I mean, I just should have already done it, but one of them things. So, I guess I'm just signing in with my Google stuff and
every Wednesday he has a live stream, and he also has guests on there to talk about other things, but he also talks about this Fishfam.link and how you can use it.
So I have a Patreon account. What? So it told me that I already have a Patreon account. Why does that matter?
Maybe you can just sign in. Like if you have a StreamYard account, you can see all the other streams that you're able to go in and minister on. I don't know. This was the first time I'd ever done Patreon. So, who's Brandon? Hi, Vibes. Good morning.
This email address already has a Patreon account. Yes, I know that.
Well, maybe you can go into your Patreon and just do it from there.
So maybe I have to. Okay, so maybe I have to go through my Patreon to do it. And I haven't. I thought I had actually gotten rid of my Patreon.
Well, you may not be paying something, but once you set that account up, it's probably still there. Yeah, Shanna says sign in to your Patreon account. Patron. I'm gonna say shine in. Can't get my mouth to work right. I've been up working. Been out in the yard getting wet for a couple hours. I was out there working on my ponds. And
at least you remembered my password.
Well, we'll have to work on that. To be done at another time. But yes, it's there.
So.
And he's doing something, and I might not be getting this correct. And Bex is in here. She was with him. I think he's doing something where you can update your channel information. Maybe. So he don't have to do it all by himself, because it does. He says it takes about 30 hours a week. That's a lot. And Victoria says she's been up since 5 and out in the garden.
Sweet. Hey, Victoria, I need your email address.
Oh, Stephen says he is working on that. So I did hear that correctly.
Okay, great. Did you mention to him about putting the flyers on fishfam.link? Like how we have it in that calendar, and I go through and it shows the actual flyer for the event.
I have not, but
Okay.
that is something that we could talk to him about.
Either I'll email him or you email him, but I'd like to see that, and I can send him the Google thing. I think I can. Either me or Steven can send it to him. So, but yeah, so go be a Patreon for fishfam.link, please. Please, please, please. Oh, okay.
And I guess the merch will be available to people who are not patrons
That's
later.
what I wanted to look at. Darn it. I wanted to look at
But
this.
right now, it's just for patrons first.
Is it only under Patreon though? Merch?
Yeah, right now.
I can't get.
Let me see if I can pull it up.
Yeah, because I can't get in my Patreon for some reason at the moment.
I don't know how I did it yesterday. You know, that's me. I can do something that's like, okay, now what did I do? That was good. Maybe I can remember it. Okay, let me go back to StreamYard and share my page.
See, it's not remembering my password now.
Okay, can you see that?
I can.
Okay. So that's what they have right now. I don't know. Let's see if I click it. Oh. Better not do that right now. But he has a classic tee, and there's several colors and flavors, and I got me a pink one, of course. A tote bag, which I use my Mystery Snail Guardians tote bag as my pond book and my pond notebook. So anytime we travel, I'm going back to that pond book and writing more notes and whatever. And we have a hoodie, some stickers, which I did get me a sticker, a canvas print, a woman's flowy tank top, and a classic long sleeve tee, which I will probably order later in the season.
Right.
But yeah, so there you go.
I can't wait for my tank top.
Now I just had everything sent to me, so I'll have to re-forward it to you.
Okay, sweet.
That way I didn't have to pay all the shippings. I figure I can ship it cheaper.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sweet.
Now, Norton does not trust. Norton doesn't trust anything. That's why I'm always saying, but it's telling me. Victoria says she can't click on the patron link.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Okay, we'll let Matt know.
Yeah, ladies, get your tank tops for water change day.
That's right. That's right.
Did Miss Susan's email come in yet?
Yes, I'm looking at today, right now. If it'll move. It's stuck. There we go.
Yes. Since I'm already a patron, I don't know if it would affect me the same way with her. So, if Miss Lori, could you post the patron link in the chat? Maybe that'll work.
Yeah.
Or Steven or Bex.
Right. Well, it's going to be a minute. My computer's just thinking about it.
Because I think that's how I did it, actually. I went through, it was in the chat. I think I went through the chat thing. usually the chat gets me going.
Right? Yes, I do. No, wait.
There it is. There's the link there in the chat, Victoria. Try that one. Let us know.
Where did you send, Miss Susan, where did you send the link? I got Mary's fundraising one, but I don't have the pond one. Or do I just need to go look it up?
Victoria has a question.
Okay. Go for it.
She says, can you home killifish and freshwater puffers?
Puffers? Like the pea puffers?
The pea puffers or the little teeny ones? Oh, Miss Susan put a link in chat, Jess.
Okay. I'm not sure. That is a really good question because pea puffers they can be mean.
Yeah, they're pea puffers, she said.
Yeah. You know, I don't think I would try that one. I don't know. You might could just try it and watch them. But I kind of have a feeling once the killies get big enough that
Later, Stevie.
they may get pushy and the pea puffers may not like it.
She said she said it on the Aquatic Morning Show.
What?
Miss Susan sent the link onto the Aquatic Morning Show one.
Oh.
It's in a fully scape planted tank. You still think it would not be a good idea?
I would. That's a hard one, Victoria.
Oh, and also, what size is the tank?
Yeah, what size is the tank? I mean, I put like nickel size angels in with them, with my grown killies, and they didn't bother them. They got out of the way. I don't know how the pea puffers are going to react to being.
Vex think they will fin nip.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're going to be real pushy, and might even fin nip. My gut's telling me no, that it may not be a good idea, but you always find those instances where it will work. So, you know, if it's a fully scaped tank and it's a big tank, it might work. That's a toughie. I don't know.
I've never had either fish.
I mean, if you don't have anywhere else to put them, you could try them together. Just keep an eye on them, you know. And then, of course, if one or the other happens, then pull them out. But I just think, I don't know. I don't think I wouldn't do it personally. I wouldn't do it. But that's me. It could work for you, but I think I think that the killies are going to be pushy. I don't know how the pea puffers are going to react to that being pushy. So I don't think they're going to like it. And then in return, I think they're going to fin them. So that's what I think.
That's what she thinks.
That's what I think. Good
Morning.
Miss Brickley Bell.
Just in time for the mid-morning break. Huh?
There you go.
Almost. 3 minutes.
Come in to work at break time. That's a
Yeah.
good job. You got it down pat, girl.
You had
It's my
two
style.
breaks. You have 2 braids or one? Or is that a fish net, fish braid, fish
It's a fishtail braid.
tail braid? I can't fishtail braid.
I just learned how like a
Really?
couple months ago. Yeah, and it's way easier than you think it is.
Oh man.
It is really easy to
Wow.
do. So you could definitely do it. You just split it into 2 sections. All your hair, you just split it into 2 sections, and then you take a piece from that one and put it with this one, and then this one and put it with this one. That's all you do. It took me forever.
Huh.
Seems like it took like 25 minutes. That's a long time to do a braid for me. Yeah, because it's so long.
Right.
And then the smaller the little bunches you grab,
Yeah.
the more detail it has.
Cool.
It's like a
Randy's
Legolas
fixing to
braid.
go and
Yes.
teach the minds.
Oh, sweet. Okay, Shanna. Shanna's gonna join us.
Anthony's Fishing Friends wants to know what's your favorite sponge filter.
My favorite sponge filters are the black ones. The in fact, I'll show you because I don't know the name of them.
Are they from Aquatop, maybe?
What did I do with that box? Here they are.
What did
These
you
are the ones
just
I
say?
like. The 5. Yeah. I do not like. I have some of the coarse ones from Aquarium Co-op, but I prefer these.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
Because I feel like they clean the water.
They polish the water better because it's a fine sponge.
Yes, and I
Yeah.
feel like with the other ones, they're coarser. The little baby fish that I deal with
Yeah.
get in them holes, and so I don't want. I just don't.
I guess they could, and also shrimp too, right?
Yeah. So I do these. These are my favorite. I tried the Aquarium Co-op ones, and
I have them. I like them, but I also have a couple of those. I'm
I
just
have both.
really bad at cleaning them, y'all. Like, that is one of the things on my list. There's one back here that has been there for like 2 months. I have not touched it, but if I bump it, it's bad. I know it's bad. Yeah. So I'm going to use it to start my 29 gallon today. But obviously I need to clean it a little bit or it's going to be really gross.
If I use one outside, I put them on my pump to I pull all the guts out of it and I put it on my pump because my pump didn't come with a
pre-filter.
Like a power head?
Yes, a power head. I put it on. I put the tube thing on the end of it, and then I put the sponge filter over the top of it. A used one. That way, my tanks are already started outside, even though it doesn't take them long anyway. But yes, that's what I do. Okay, working on it, Shanna. Working on it.
Richard McCarthy, good morning. Alex, good morning, sir.
My computer's running slow.
And Misfit has his peas in with his amber tetras, and they're not stressed at all. But that's just him.
Yeah. See, I mean, it could work, but I just don't. I wouldn't do it, but it could work. You never know.
Whole
contest.
There you go.
Yeah, Alex, I plan on doing that.
I am.
Last time I did it, I had it in the bag, and then it got hung up on something, and then I think I made it worse. But I'm definitely gonna use. I'm gonna try and use a fish bag that I got from Steven, because I did not do well with that Ziploc. But a gallon size Ziploc probably would have been better. It was a quart size.
Yeah.
So it would have barely fit in it anyway, but I made a huge mess. And also spilled over the edge of the tank too.
Caged Aquatics, good morning. Good to see you. Vibes Aquatics, good morning. Good to see you as well.
And Caged Aquatics, keep Henshaws in here.
All right, you guys. It is time for our mid-morning break. When we come back from break, it looks like we'll have Shanna Banana with us as well. So,
Yay!
Bringing us into this mid-morning break is Joe from Joe's Short Shack. He has got lots of wood and shrimp and a whole bunch of stuff. And if something that you want, you can ask him. He can find it and normally get you a dang good deal on it.
Absolutely.
And don't forget your 10% off using the TAMS code up to 4 hours after the show. Good morning, Shanna Banana.
Good morning. I don't have a fish tank, but I do have a doggo.
Oh my goodness. Look at the dog. How cute.
Don't worry, she'll run off and start barking at something soon, and then she won't be so cute.
All right. We're going to listen to some Glass Box Hero to finish our mid-morning break. We'll be right back.
Standing in the rain, in a heavy downpour, waiting for the pet shop to open the doors. Here the manager comes, watch him turn the key. He opens the doors as if just for me. I need a one filter. They're in aisle 3. Look over there. They're buy one get one free. Keep the water warm. Didn't think that I needed, but I do for sure. That one better with a messed up fin. Grab that cup, put it in my hand. cry in time. In a store without a name, dollar per gallon sale. Give me all your 10 gallons. I got plants in the mail. Guppies breeding out the ass. All these cichlids too. But that one mentor, I owe it all to you. Now it just keeps skating. It never gonna stop. Gonna keep on skating. And throw the plants right out the top. And be a glass box hero. Got crying his eyes. I'm a glass box hero. Got crying his eyes. Glass box hero. Got crying. Without one better box, I'll make you cry tonight. Yeah, now I just keep skating. It never gonna stop. Gonna keep on skating. And throw the plants right out the top. Be a glass box hero. I'm crying his eyes. I'm a glass box hero. Without one better box hero. I'm crying his eyes. Glass box, I'll make you cry tonight. Glass box hero. Glass box hero. I'll make you cry tonight. Crying hero.
Good morning, everyone. This is Susan for SLC Aquatics. I'm
We're ready
just
for that
going
yet?
live for
You need to mute that.
everybody wanted to know how the
Hold
ponds
on
were doing.
there. I wasn't ready to play that either. I thought I hit pause. I thought I had to pause. Oh. So, Shanna.
Yes.
Here, Mike.
Oh my gosh, look at Dee Dee's coffee. I'm like, my cup says dogs. I don't know if you can see it or not. It says dogs are people too.
Hey,
I haven't found one that says fish are people yet.
Oh my gosh.
I tell you what though, I have never been so glad that Danny's song was so long, because I rolled out of bed, put on a bra, threw on a hoodie, and I was like, yeah, we got this. And then I got on camera and I saw my hair and I'm like, oh, I got to do something with this. So I
We ain't
spent
got
like
this.
almost all of that song trying, like I had my head upside down, shaking it to do the flip back, you know, so that you can get that nice new clean part.
Yeah.
Like, and this is what I ended up with, messy bun. And I just tilted the camera down a little so you wouldn't notice it.
Hey.
Perfect.
Yep.
Messy bun, messy bun. I wish I could do one, but every time I try to do a messy bun, it looks stupid. But I have very long hair and it's so thin, it just, I don't know. I'm not good at doing it. Every time I try,
One
it's
thing
not
that
good.
helps is if you put your hair in a ponytail first, if your hair's thinner, and then you kind of like, you want to fold it like over itself over and over. And then that works. And it's just like, it does look dumb. Everybody's looks dumb. That's a secret though. Don't tell anybody.
No, some look
Y'all
good.
ignorant here.
So you use two ponytail holders?
I
So you
don't
put it
my
in a-
hair's super thick, but
You're saying people that have thin hair put it in a ponytail and then do it? Huh. Well, I might try that then.
Good morning,
Maybe I'll
Jason.
come on here with a big bun on top of my head.
Hey, yeah. Well,
Oh, I
What?
can't click on that.
yeah, he's not gonna stop. He's not gonna
What?
let that go. Getting up on the wrong side of the bed.
Jason says, glad to see I'm not the only one who gets
Oh,
wrong
my
side of the
phone
bed,
died.
Shanna. Tell
Damn
you
it,
what,
boy.
you make me wrong side of the bed, Shanna. Jason, it's too early for you.
Okay.
I have a Joseph Stanley did one of those membership chats, but I cannot find it in the part where I can click on and put it in the stream. It's
Oh,
in the
weird. Yeah, I don't
it's in the
see it.
regular YouTube chat, but it's not in this side.
You could maybe pin it on the YouTube side as like a little thank you. I don't know. Jess is gone. She's done. She doesn't like the messy bun. She's like,
What
this
happened?
chick. I'm out.
Oh man.
That is just
Dee
weird.
Dee, did you see my response last night in the comments about the fish I got?
Mm-hmm.
You saw what it was?
Yeah, the some sort of catfish.
Yeah.
It sounds like it went terribly wrong
No.
somewhere.
Well, okay. First of all, I never buy fish from our LFS anymore.
Bet you did.
Yeah, my kids kind of suckered me into it.
Oh, they're the best little enabler.
And like, I went there just to get mermaid weed for Steven. And it was in the same tank as the plant. And so they were in like a display tank, I guess, like their plants. And we were there for like 25 minutes or so. And I was just watching them. They seemed fine. They didn't have other fish in that tank with them. And I planned on putting them in this 3-gallon rimless that's on my kitchen table right now and kind of quarantine them because I thought they were small enough. I got home and they definitely were not small enough. They were the length of the tank. They're like danger noodles length in size, which is my rope fish. And so I had to just put them in my 55 and hope for the best, which is what you should never do. You should never do that. And I know that. So at like midnight last night, I was just so stressed out. I'm going to butcher this probably, but it's a Farlowella catfish or a twig catfish.
Ooh.
I think people call them twig catfish. You can just pick them up and so I saw the guy grab it and put it in the bag. He didn't net it. He just grabbed it and it didn't like flail or anything. I was so scared to grab that thing. But
Yeah.
so I did grab them and it was very strange. So I grabbed one and then I grabbed the other one and the whole time it didn't even move. And then I went and put them in that one. I cut the light out because it still had a little bit of light on because I didn't know what was going to happen. Of course, the first fish over there was danger noodle. My big rope fish, and you had to investigate what it was. Yeah. And they didn't like him very much, but he was all in their business. But I guess they're okay. Hopefully nobody gets sick. Hopefully it's fine. Don't ever do that.
Also, you can quarantine in a plastic tote.
That is a good idea.
With a sponge filter.
Did that cross my mind? Nope.
No,
did not.
It never does. It never does in the moment. But guess how I know that?
I certainly should know better. I do know better. But yeah, I didn't even think about that. And I have a big plastic tote in the room I'm in.
I just went to a
on the side of it just in case.
Oh my God.
My solitary tank.
Hopefully they're okay. Did you look them up, Dee Dee? They're weird looking catfish.
Last night I think I did.
They're another oddball fish because we all love the oddballs in this house. Yeah.
Alex is on a roll this morning.
Sorry, y'all. My phone died and that killed my camera, and I couldn't figure out how to didn't want to change over to
Oh my God.
to that one, and that's not even the one I wanted on. I wanted
Oh,
this other one.
I can't believe I didn't think of putting them in a tote.
Here's the thing: people have been
It's
plopping
late.
and praying since they've been putting fish in boxes. Like, you'll
I
probably
got it.
be fine, and if not, you have like the fishy. You have all of the fish IQ around to help you troubleshoot it, and also like sometimes shit just doesn't work out.
Oh, and that guy at our LFS, when the kids Brogan told him we had a rope fish, he was like, "Oh, he's gonna eat them," and I'm like, "He doesn't eat our auto sinkless." And he's like, "Well, all of them that are in that family, of the bichers, Bashir, wherever, however you say it, that family of fish, he's like, they're all aggressive. They're gonna eat them." And I'm like, "Well, he's been with 6 auto sinkless for months and he hasn't eaten them." And he was looking at me like I was crazy. And I don't know, rope fish are different than the other ones, I guess, in that family of fish. Like he's not aggressive at all. I feel like the rosy barbs are more aggressive than he is. What? I can't see
Alex,
it.
no, it is not. He's giving us pronunciation ideas for
Oh,
Bashir,
I
biker,
like.
biker. It's not what he's saying. That's not morning show appropriate, Alex,
Yeah,
Mr.
but
Man.
away
Just
from the
don't read
morning
it.
show, I think I'll go with that.
You're muted. Oh,
Is it
Oh, I
not?
wonder what kind I have, Alex. I don't know what kind I have, and I'm sure my LFS doesn't know.
Can you hear me?
now I can.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Now, are these fish called the twig catfish?
I was about to grab it and show y'all, but I feel like a butt if I grab it out of the tank.
Is
But I
it
could.
long, like got a pointy nose?
Mm-hmm.
This is
Yeah.
going to be Miss Susan's update on her ponds, you guys.
Oh, cool.
I just had to keep it muted.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh,
I like
remember.
that.
I saw her videos before when I was thinking of ponds.
I love the
I remember
way
watching that setup.
I'm going to redo mine.
I like that fountain.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I got
That's a filter for the pond.
Yep.
There's
Yeah.
a bunch
Really?
of DIY videos to do the planter box filter for tanks and ponds. I've always wanted to do one, never actually done it.
And could you grow, well, could you
plantain.
grow like herbs or like
Yes.
out of the
Totally.
top of
If
that?
you use,
Yes.
like Hydroton is one brand name, but it's basically little clay balls that are a growth medium, and then you would
Yeah.
just pump the dirty water over it and the clean water would exit. You do want to make sure though what herbs you're
Right, or safe.
growing, because some of them can be like not good for fish. Like I don't know if super strong peppermint
Right.
would be a problem.
Yeah, peppermint would take over the whole box though.
You
But
could grow a bunch of pothos.
yeah, yeah.
And I have some growing in mine.
Oh, sweet potatoes. And I
Yes.
saw somebody short on YouTube, and it had so many views. So a lot of people were, in my opinion, I feel like it was incorrect what he was saying. He had sweet potato vine that literally wrapped around his room. It was a huge sweet potato vine, and the sweet potato, he was like taking it all down and throwing it all away because of the potato in the tank. It started to rot.
Uh-huh.
But all he had to do is take the vine off of the potato, which is called a sweet potato slip,
Yeah.
and put that in the tank, and then that will grow roots. Because that's how you propagate sweet potatoes to plant out, like out in a garden, is
Yeah, I
sweet
was
potato
gonna say-
slips.
I'm like, wouldn't it like start growing sweet potatoes in the tank? All of a sudden, there's like tubers.
Would it?
I don't know.
I don't know
I'm
that
sure
either.
They would rot.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know that either, but
Or we
it
could
was a
make some
beautiful
new
vine. I feel like he didn't have to just throw it away. But that is a good question. I kind of want to look that up now.
I used to have a plant that somebody that gave it to me told me it was a Indian potato, and it the leaf was shaped like a giant heart, and it would take like a whole gallon bag for one leaf to
Wow.
slide it in there to save it. And it was these hard looking kiwi looking potatoes that would grow off of it. And when I moved, I guess I did not bring some of that.
Well, darn.
'Cause it was
I
cool.
want to
though.
do a
Those were
pond.
pretty big heart leaves were pretty.
And sweet potato vine, or at least the purple sweet potato vine that I was growing last summer, tastes like kiwi if you eat it.
The vine.
I would never even put that in my mouth to know. I like how.
Well,
did
I
somebody
am a
tell
weird.
you?
I study herbalism, so I'm one of those weirdos.
Well,
I would
even
try it.
more reason not to
So.
just put anything random in your mouth. Lots
No,
of
I
stuff
learn
is
about things
poison.
first. I
Oh,
don't just do
okay.
it.
I'm
No,
like, did
I'm
you
not
just
that.
look at
No,
that?
no, don't ever just eat a plant because it could kill you. So don't do that.
I'm like, I
That's
think
not
this
wise.
is bad. I don't know.
Don't do that. I
Well, I
really want to do a pond. So bad.
Well, they're easy enough to do because you just buy them intact.
See,
I want
Alex
sitting
said
outside.
Alex
Huh?
says sweet peas and green beans do super great as aquaponics. So you could grow sweet peas and green
Ooh.
beans out of your fish tank.
Really?
And fresh green beans are the best little
yeah.
snack ever.
Those are some decent sized fish in that pond too.
No,
What?
none of those are good to eat.
they were.
Jeez. I
What?
thought we were friends.
I can see your trip across country is going to be rough.
Right?
Note to self, do not eat anything from Alex.
Note to self: do not go to sleep with your mouth hanging open either.
Oh, well, good luck with that. Jess knows my stuff. I'm a sleep eater and drooler.
Yep.
I've got a cousin that does that.
Does Alex have a Alex, do you have a video on like plants or like edible plants that you can grow out of your aquarium? If not, you totally should do that. I would love that.
Mediums out of the
I want a garden tank
things.
that
Yes.
has a little, like, because there's those square foot gardens. If you did like the right thing, you could do like 2 squares. Oh, and then like,
Mhm.
oh, you did it in an axolotl tank because they don't like light, but then you had like a grow light over it and like one of those foam mats that you use for propagating plants hydroponically anyway in the little tubs with the sprayers.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It would just be a sick project too.
ECA.
Yeah, leca, that's the stuff. The clay
Oh,
ball
look, she
things.
just made her some floating baskets with the pool noodles.
Oh.
Yeah. I like the little fountain too. And the fish. The little koi
That
fish.
stuff's expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Whip, you could aquascape your pond. You could do that.
Yeah. I do it. I mean, I do it. I don't live close enough to you, but I do. I build ponds. I can do that.
Fishy man.
Hi, Fishy Mon.
I wish I still had the pictures of the fountains that I built while I was landscaping. See, I didn't want to directly landscape. I wanted to aquascape. And I did do several of them. Big ones.
That'd be fun.
Big ones. But
Morning, Rocco.
there's not enough business around here for that to stay, a company stay sustained here.
Yeah.
Morning, Rocco.
Up here we have tons of ponds because like it's just the climate, all the rain that we get, and the landscape is perfect for it. The problem is we also have things like those great blue herons and stuff.
Yeah.
And raccoons, and they love your ponds. They're just like tasty little bowls of fishy soup for them, and they come in there and just because they'll stand on the rocks and their beaks are so slim it goes straight through the nets, and you watch them just decimate everything. It's like, that's a cool looking bird. Wish it would go away.
Right.
The feral cats come through at night and drink water.
Now Jess has me freaked out about leeches. Forget it. So I'm like that. I'd never even thought about it, but yeah, we have a lot of leeches down here, in South Louisiana. And then when you said that, oh my God, I would just like die if I was doing maintenance and I had a leech on me or something, or on my fish.
Move my plants around in my tank and I come out and I have leeches on my hands.
Mm.
I did. I rarely now because I've just about got them off healed. I haven't found one in a long time. But yes, that's what would happen.
Like little bloodsuckers?
Yes. Leeches, little white leeches.
Okay, when I was a little kid, I'm pretty sure it was Stand By Me, and there was a scene of him in his tidy whities, and there's a leech on him, and ever since then, I've been phobic of leeches. And luckily, in Oregon, they're not really a thing, except for in some hot springs.
Yeah, those leeches are big leeches. These are little bitty white, like little bitty, like the size of like planaria.
Oh.
Well, let me say this: the size of my planaria.
Jess has some of the biggest planaria I've ever seen.
I don't know that them being smaller makes it better. I feel like them being smaller makes them harder to spot as opposed to a big giant one that you can like burn with a match or something like that.
Yeah, because you can't see them. You end up feeling them, but it doesn't hurt. I know it's hard to.
I'd rather it hurt. I want to know.
Oh.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
This is my version of Jess on Ladies' Night. Watch Shanna freak out, talk about icky stuff.
Microgreens would be cool to grow out of a tank.
yeah.
We would eat that every day.
Miss Susan, SLC Aquatics. These are her ponds.
Yeah.
Nola. Now I did make me a filter type thing, and all I did was take a Dollar Tree plastic bucket, drill some holes in the bottom of it, and I put me some filter pad stuff in it, and I just do my little power head, recirculate the water through it, and it really cleared up my goldfish pond like really good. And then when I need to water my plants, I just take the hose out of the filter thing and just hold it over top of all my other plants. So I have permanent water running all the time.
When I first got into fish keeping, before I had even like found any fish videos on YouTube, the first things that I was looking for was like how to do stuff, like how to figure out how to do stuff yourself. And that planter pump and the 5-gallon bucket pump. Like I remember I had graph paper, I drew it out, I lined up all of the different layers so I wouldn't forget what order. I wrote down like the pump specifications, and like I thought it seemed so hard and impossible to do. And now that kind of stuff is like, give me a hang on the back, I'll put some of this in. What else do I have in the fish store? Put some of that in. Squeeze the old sponge filter, good to go.
I had one of those. It's done faded out and everything. The fake lily things there, and they light up at night. They're cute. But mine, I have had mine for several years, and they finally got bleached out enough, and they were solar. Mine was solar. They don't work no more, but.
Oh, I bet that's pretty. I always always liked the idea of floating candles in a pond because I thought it seemed romantic. But now I'm like, what about the wax on the fish? Like,
What about solar ones? Solar lights floating.
right. Definitely.
That sounds a lot more safe.
I'm definitely gonna have that kind of. I love like those big floating colored balls. Oh my gosh, I love that.
Love it.
Love
I
it.
like everything that's shiny, people. I like shiny.
I know.
I love that fountain. I want to do that, something like that.
Bling. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Your camera off.
You pushed a button.
We're all having issues with our cameras today.
Uh-oh. Hey, Matt.
I touched the cable. I had to plug in my computer. It's fixing to shut down on me. I forgot to plug it in this morning.
Started a list of
That
plants.
little USB thing.
Radishes.
All right.
To grow out of an aquarium?
Well, out of like a filter. You just put them in like a little water toilet paper to hold them still to get them started.
Okay.
Might work. They grow so fast, you'd know pretty quick whether it did or didn't.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. It is time for Fish Story with Alex from Secret History, Living in Your Aquarium, fish history and scientific news that he does for us daily. Here we go.
Sign of the times. I mean, that doesn't happen in every country, nor does every country even have big box pet stores. So basically, supermarket-sized pet store shootout. So there you have it. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye. Hey, everybody, what's going on here with episode 76 of Fishtory? And today what we have going on, what we're talking about, what's the buzz, what's happening, is we're talking about Xenopus laevis, or the African clawed frog. So this clawed frog, or clawed toad, gets about 4 or 5 inches long, and it's kept in our hobby because it is a totally aquatic frog. It can live its whole life in the water. So it gets 4 or 5 inches in the bigger species, and some of them are smaller than that. Some only get to 2.5 or 3 inches fully grown, but they all have 3 little claws on their back legs, which they use, this is so cute, to disembowel their victims with while they're hold it in place with their vice-like mouths. So the African aquatic frog is from the Pipidae family, and the name of the species we're talking about here in particular is from the 3 little short claws on each foot that I just mentioned, on each of the back feet, and the word Xenopus, which means strange foot, and laevis, which means smooth, which is what the frog looks like. It's not a warty, nasty frog. So there's that. Now, these frogs have been big news for a long time. Before they were even thought of particularly as pets, they've served a very interesting role. So they were first discovered in 1802 by Francis Dowdin, who was a Frenchman. And in the 1930s, 1931 in particular, to be precise, 2 South African students of med school decided to take some sort of clawed frog, a Xenopus genera, and they injected the urine of a pregnant woman into its ovaries, into its back where it keeps its infertile eggs. And within 8 to 12 hours, the frog began to ovulate and lay infertile eggs. That was due to the extra hormones that were present in the pregnant human woman's blood or urine. And it really shows up, I guess, in urine. It's less certain to occur if you use blood. But in the urine, the first urine of the morning, they used this as a way to tell if women were pregnant from the 1930s. By 1932, it had spread to the United States, to the UK, New Zealand, Australia. And they used these little frogs. They used a number of the frogs in the Xenopus genera, and there are 15 species so far that are documented, and they're all tongueless little frogs, which is kind of interesting. They don't use tongues to catch their prey. They use their big old bulldozer of a mouth and vice grip of a mouth. And then they use their hind legs to kind of, if you've ever seen a cat do it, a house cat, they disembowel and rip the guts or bottom half of whatever it is they're eating, and then they try to snap the neck with their mouth. So lovely little creatures. Actually, all joking aside, they are quite lovely little creatures. They're very interesting frogs. They're not those little African dwarf diving frogs, but they look pretty similar. They're not quite as odd shaped. They look more like your typical land frog or toad, minus the bumps and with claws. So the name of those researchers, by the way, is Hillel and Shapiro, as well as Harry Zwarenstein. And they were in Cape Town. So after that happened, they decided that they were onto something, and they basically marketed it, spread it all over, like I said. And in the next 5 years, clawed frog care was part of your average family doctor or gynecologist's office kit. So they would breed these frogs, or at least house these frogs, at all sorts of hospitals and doctor's offices all around the Western world. I say Western, even though this is coming out of South Africa and goes to New Zealand, goes to Australia, India, the UK, all throughout Europe, US, Canada, Mexico. But until the 1960s, this was the most effective way they had to for sure know if a woman was pregnant. And these frogs are also pretty renowned for what they've added to science. So after they weren't so useful for testing for this anymore, since they were on hand, a lot of people figured, let's see what else we can do with them. We already have a bunch on hand. We know how to keep them. We know how to breed them. And so in 1962, Sir John Gurdon won a Nobel Prize in Physiology and Medicine for cloning these frogs, which is pretty interesting. It was the first vertebrate to ever be successfully cloned. And yeah, he didn't get that award until 2012, apparently, but it was for the discovery of mature cells that can be reprogrammed to become pluripotent and grow a life form. So these were also the frogs that were on the first space shuttle and the Space Shuttle Endeavour in 1992, so that scientists could test whether reproductive processes would work in zero gravity. Turns out they do. Now, these frogs, because they went out to doctors' offices all over the country, these aquatic frogs, they then got dumped after the normal blood tests and urine tests of the modern era came in the 1960s, and they became a problem. So they've been banned specifically already in Arizona, California, Kentucky, Louisiana, New Jersey, North Carolina, Oregon, Vermont, Virginia, Texas, Hawaii, Nevada, and Washington. But you can have them in New Brunswick, Canada, and in the state of Ohio. So there's that. Well, to let you know what these frogs have been up to since they were turned loose, most people thought that they had died out. Well, when they checked into that, with nobody really trying to catch aquatic frogs, fishermen had reported that they were catching frogs. Most fishermen just assumed they were normal frogs, threw them back in, or cooked them up for frog legs, whatever. I mean, they just didn't know what to be looking for. So it appears that they may have established footholds around the world pretty early, like in the 1960s right away, maybe even before that, as populations escaped, or if a frog got sick and they let it go, and maybe there's a pond right behind the doctor's office. I don't know. Whatever. So in Seattle, it's been a big problem. And if you know anything about Seattle, it freezes here. In fact, last year we had a day that was 115 degrees Fahrenheit, or like what, 45 degrees Celsius. And we also have days that are well under freezing, with a day 3 years ago that was -4 degrees Fahrenheit, or whatever that is in Celsius, negative 10, negative 14, something like that. Anyways, doesn't matter. We're in America. Fahrenheit. It was -4 Fahrenheit. So very cold. All the water's frozen over. So the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife began to look into some reports from ichthyologists, but also herpetologists. It was actually the ichthyologists that noticed this, and a few fishermen said these frogs are not the native kinds. And in 2015, they first really confirmed that they had an actual population in my area. And in 2015, they knew they were in one pond in one part of the Seattle suburbs. 6 years later, now they have reports of them in ponds for 110 kilometers north and south of the region. They have spread through every which way waterway, maybe on land, scurrying through the mud during flooded seasons as well. In a lot of the areas surrounding Seattle, there is flooding. So now they're trying to trap them and get rid of them. And a recent quote on these from the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife Director, a Mr. Lambert, says they've already been introduced into Europe, Asia, and sometimes in high numbers because of their use in the medical field. They're pretty darn good predators. They'll eat native insects, which our frogs are foraging for. They also have been known to eat fish, small mammals, small birds, and all the other amphibians that inhabit their territory, including native salamanders and newts, which are quickly vanishing. Now, when they also asked him about priority, he said, these are considered one of the worst invasive species on Earth. We're talking cane toad level here. There you have it. And these frogs are appearing all over the country. It's not known how long they've been out. It may be that they've been out since the 60s, and only now with the internet and cell phones and blogs and vlogs and us seeing news stories from local areas and talking to one another that we're really realizing that these were released and that they can survive. The reason I told you the anecdote about Washington is because if it can get that cold and hot here, they're easily surviving in all 50 states, maybe not Alaska, but easily surviving in all the lower 48 and Hawaii too, we know, because they're banned there from when they were invasive. So something to keep an eye out for. Sorry, this was a little bit of a long one, but I wanted to tell you some of the cool history behind this frog in our hobby. And yeah, if you want to keep it in your hobby, keep it in your tank, please. Oh yeah, and sometimes they can self-replicate. That's why they were used for cloning, because the females sometimes just sporadically impregnate themselves, because life will find a way. So that's terrifying for an invasive species. It's like the signal crayfish as well. So, all right, guys, have a good one. Bye. Hey.
We're just going to start self-cloning ourselves.
No, nobody wants that. Not of me, anyway. One is enough.
Oh, you
You're
guys
still muted, Berkeley.
It won't let me do it. It says you have to do it.
Okay, not bad.
That was a good thing to know.
That was an intense video, Alex. That was intense.
That was very very interesting.
Park. Fishy Mind got it right there. Jurassic Park.
Mhm.
Yeah. It was sick. Good job.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. What are we gonna do? The frogs are gonna take over. Not my milk frogs though, that I don't have yet. But
Oh, they're so cute.
I will have them.
Victoria, I was just putting out an SOS that if anybody had your email address to send it to Jess so she could contact you. That's all.
Yes.
But I was looking for you in streams.
Yes, please email me, please.
What's up?
Mm.
Guppies having babies. While listening to Alex, I was catching babies.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
I was doing my admin work on my moderator job. I'm not very good at it, so I have to do it when I can. I can't talk and do mod work like some people can. No,
I'm not a good mom. I tell people don't
I have
mod.
to play it. Oh, Garcia, Beso.
I don't know how to mod, but I only have a phone.
I just don't have time to. Now I can catch a troll, every now and then, but
Yeah.
I can't do links on my phone. I'm not that good.
I don't have that ESP power like some of them do, where
Right.
by the time you say it, they've already posted a link,
Mhm.
and you haven't even finished your sentence yet.
Right. Hey,
I'm over here.
did anybody else other than me watch any of Aquarium Co-op yesterday?
I
I
started it.
got a little bit.
So you seen how he's beta testing the
The membership.
that he paid for so that he gifted $500 worth of memberships
Mhm.
and matched it, right?
Mhm.
So that's something I think it's pretty cool that that first of all he gets to beta test things for YouTube. And then,
Yeah, because he's so large and he gets to do a lot of that stuff. But it's really fun because then you could give somebody the gift of, say, a membership as a prize.
right.
A year's membership somewhere. Because now it's now you can't do it for somebody else. You'd have to do a PayPal, send them the money, then they would have, But Matt is here now. He finally woke up. Good morning, Princess.
Bex, Alexander Engelhart added again.
Mhm.
He ain't added again in here.
Yeah, he gave about $500.
Mhm.
That's so cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started it right before this.
I have no clue who that guy is, but he sure does a lot for the fish community.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he does.
I
I
wonder if
can't
he
wait
has
till his
fish.
focus on.
I know.
I
And
know.
you get all ready for
Then
it.
I'll be
and
able to
it's
see if I
just-
actually did see him or not when I was at Fishtoberfest.
Yeah.
I feel like
I
you
was
did.
too big a wussy to go up and ask because I felt like that would be weird. Why? Because it would have been weird. And I already had enough weird going on.
Oh, yeah, you did, didn't you? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I was already
We
praying
don't-
for a hole in the floor. We didn't need to
We-
add more onto that.
Yeah, we don't talk about relationships that don't exist on YouTube.
No, it doesn't end well.
Oh, Lord.
Did I
you are
miss
friends
something?
Now. You are friends
Yeah,
now.
I'll
So.
tell you later. It's a whole
Okay.
saga.
That's for behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Not to be mentioned in live broadcast.
All right.
I did see him. He's like 6'5" and blonde, ex-Marine.
Who?
I don't think
Alexander
I saw him.
Engelhart.
I did. Okay,
Oh.
yeah, because he was
He
talking to
looks red
Dan.
hair.
I didn't think he was 6'5". Normally, I would have clocked that.
This
I'm like,
is
but
He appears to have red hair on this picture.
yeah.
Yeah, and Shannon had some random guy taking photos of her at Fishtoberfest.
Well, it was me and Annette sitting next to each other, and I think it was her because she is a beautiful young lady.
Well, she said it was you.
Maybe. It was pretty weird though, because the guy was like trying to be like all subtle with his camera, and then he goes like this.
Mm-mm.
And we're like 8 feet away. Like, no, I can see you. So I was just like,
did you do that? Yeah, well, you say, oh, you need me to get a specific pose for you?
this is my good side.
Oh,
Oh, we're fixing to run out of time. Let me play the weekend stream. I mean, the
Yes.
Thursday lineup.
Yes.
I've got so much stuff pulled up.
I do too.
Start off the morning with Blake's Aquatics at 5 a.m. That's right, get up. And after that, 10 o'clock, the Aquatic Morning Show on Maine's Tales Fur and Fin comes on with Jess and the crew. And it's the afternoon chat delight on Rico's Fans channel at 12:15 p.m. 4 o'clock, it's Misfit Reptiles and Aquatics with Brennan. Pet Solace is on at 5. Diego. The 6 is Green Fish Keeping. That's Jake. Seven is the Hot Mess Express on Fox's Fishes with Roxanne, Mary Page, and Dee Dee. 8 o'clock, Baby Tropicals, all the way from North Carolina, John and Lisa. 9:30 is the Thursday Night Fever on Fishfam Fever. James and Chattanooga Ed. It's Craft Ed on Chattanooga Ed's channel at 10:30. Chattanooga Ed, James, and Rico. Rico and the Man at 11:45 with Rico's Fan, Chattanooga Ed, and James. And the Kazoo, Matt. Thanks for making this information easy to find at fishfam.link and Lefty32138. Thanks for your live stream calendar on your site as well.
Right. Yes. Thank you very much for that information on fishfam.link. Y'all don't forget, go be a Patreon. Go support fishfam.link. Lots of information just for us. Whoa, Alex.
what? That's what I'm reading. He offered it for your what?
He offered $20K for if I would share my future profits with him, but said I didn't have anything to sell, nor did I want to sell anything beyond charity causes.
For your what? Did I miss
Yes,
that
to
part?
go into part of his channel.
Okay. Am I?
What?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I thought
Uh-oh.
Turn it down. Turn it down.
me?
Yeah, don't turn knobs, whatever.
Did I mess it up?
It was making a noise when you touched it. It
It was
stopped.
like wicked feedback.
Well, I heard it before I touched it.
Maybe
Was it?
close to it.
I don't know. I might have bumped it. I can't sit still.
Yes, Crip.
Yes.
Crip,
I
it
try
is.
not. I try to use fidgets like
Yeah.
the whole time, but I still can't sit still.
Me neither.
Oh my god.
Yes, he's a very giving person.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's super nice.
He is definitely given to lots of
Lots of channels.
channels.
Mhm. Yeah, I had to message Steven and ask who that was, because after like the 15th time I saw him drop 100 super chat, I was like dying to know who this guy was.
Yep.
Because when Rico was asking, well, who do y'all want me to get on focus? And everybody's like, Alexander Eagleheart. And they're like,
Yes.
he's like, well, because we want to see, the man behind whatever.
And
And he's like, well, y'all just be prepared for somebody very boring. It's like, how in the world can you just be boring?
Yeah,
I
I saw
doubt
that
that.
he said that. I highly doubt it.
sure they should. I mean,
All right, y'all. We got
It
1
will be
minute
very
left.
interesting. Oh, if you would like to be a
Guess I
coffee
can
cup
do
sponsor,
$3.50.
send Jess an email at theaquaticwondershow@gmail.com. And our month-end sponsor is Papa Shrimp.
that's right. Go check Papa Shrimp out. Most of us know who he is, but if you don't,
Where you been?
website yet though. But I think he's selling his stuff on Jadron Aquatics thing now.
Shake your booty, girl.
Fishy Mon wanted to do it right up at the last minute. That's right. Because the party don't stop. Well, I didn't get no sleep last night, so I guess that's true. For today, anyway. All right, everybody. Thank you guys for being here. We will be back in the morning. If you need to know who's going live, go to fishfam.link. All day you can go hit that button and watch it go live.
Somebody just asked who that is in blue. Do they know that? Or are they just playing?
Wait. What? Oh,
That's,
who did,
that's
That
Jeff.
is Jess.
it's me.
Oh, it's Jess's rear end. She was doing late night water changes. It was kind of silly on the
I
stream.
can't believe
They
Anthony wasn't
they
at
were
that
thankful enough
stream.
to capture that for her.
He might have actually been at that stream when I did that.
And back then, he was on the streams a
Yeah, he
lot.
was on the streams when we were doing that.
Oh my gosh.
I am not sure if Rico is going behind me or not. He's having a spell, so I'm not sure. He does if he does. Other than that, just go check out fishfam.link.
And don't
With
forget
that-
about Mary Page if you have not and would like to.
Mm-hmm.
That was
We
going to
can use your help right now.
That's right. All right, everybody. We thank you. See you again in the morning. Lurkers, everybody that's coming behind that does watch and does the replay. People that came into chat, my super stickers and super chatters as well. And we do offer memberships and merch. So you can go check that stuff out as well. Those links are in the description. We love y'all. See you tomorrow.
Jess, did you add your short in your description today?
Nope. I have not.
It's a live ever mosh pit. So watch it, don't knock it, drop and fry every day, ain't gonna stop it.
People saying hey and whoa and take it slow, it's out of control, but they don't know I got a mother-loving biome. Nature! So leave it alone, they're doing fine in a happy home. Making babies with their fathers and mothers and sisters and brothers is kinda gross, but you know that's the way it goes. Now I'm in the midst of a colony blitz. It all started with a batch of fry. The mama died, but the baby survived and grew up and thrived. Then the guppies kicked the breeding into overdrive. What was accidental and incremental blew up into an exponential and totally mental experimental hit. And the fish police threw a fit. I guess they just couldn't handle my live bearer mosh pit. Best not front on me about this colony, 'cause you can't spell guppy without that one and only G. You might think from this rhyme that I'm mucking up guppy lines. Ain't got no crooked spine or time to hear you whine. Stop the fish police! I'm making hybrids I desire to acquire and combine entire lines designed to inspire and surprise and advertise the rise of my monkey fighting live bearer empire. You looking all distraught, you think it's overstocked, but you got no shot to sway me, you're an afterthought. Yeah, I got guppies getting blitzed on duckweed. Had enough of these, well they don't stop and neither do we. You might call it a challenge, it's a foot per gallon. Your rationale is sound, but it's a little unfounded, 'cause I'm gonna be crowned as the best flippin' mud guppy breeder around on this earth. And my mutts, I assert, are gonna make you a convert to a chaotic tank that doesn't take much effort or the hand of an expert. Look, all I did was rap and 5 guppies just gave birth. Best not front on me about this colony, 'cause you can't spell guppy without that one and only G. You might think from this rhyme that I'm mucking up guppy lines. Ain't got no crooked spines or time to hear you whine, 'cause you best not front on me about this colony, 'cause you can't spell guppy without that one and only G. If you wanna do like I do, fertilize the plants with fish food. Don't fret about being overrun, just chill and have some fun. I got the new genetics for the color theoretics, a different aesthetic. It's cosmetic and frenetic. If you don't get it, I do. I got a vision, it's eidetic. And your derision, well, it's really quite pathetic. Uh-oh. Now you see a bunch of platies, they're looking fatty. You think it's fatty, and the plants are overgrown, getting kinda ratty. It's alright, little laddie. Just look me in the eye and tell me who's your daddy. Best not front on me about this colony, 'cause you can't spell guppy without that one and only G. You might think from this rhyme that I'm mucking up guppy lines. Ain't got no crooked spines or time to hear you whine, 'cause you best not front on me about this colony, 'cause you can't spell guppy without that one and only G. If you wanna do like I do, fertilize the plants with fish food. Don't fret about being overrun, just chill and have some fun. Yeah. You think I give a fudge about some algae? What, you afraid of shiznit getting too natural up in this biznatch? Good sir, dispose of your TDS meter, for it measures organic and inorganic solids, and it's more beneficial to learn the chemistry of your water. Thank you very much. If you wanna do like I do, fertilize the plants with fish food. Don't fret about being overrun, just chill and have some fun.